Hark, I'm Mrs. Betty Bowers, America's best Christian, but you knew that. I'm at the Pentagon, which is currently a hotbed of Christian nationalism, thanks primarily to former talk show chatterbox and the current Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. Hegseth, a man with more Christian nationalist tattoos than experience, is trying to use the Pentagon to proselytize his corrosive brand of religious extremism on the U.S. taxpayers' dime. He's even making both civilian employees and military personnel attend prayers at work. Fortunately for us, there is an organization that is fighting for the Constitution and its mandated separation of church and state. It's called the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, MRFF, which for over 20 years has taken Christian nationalists like Pete Hegseth to court to protect the right of people serving our nation to worship or not worship as they please. And MRFF desperately needs your help to win this fight. The U.S. Constitution restricts religions from interfering in secular matters like, for example, running our military. But Christian nationalists care more for being theocratic goons than they do for the words in our Constitution. And it's scary to see how powerful they're becoming, thanks to encouragement and assistance from all three branches of the federal government. Military Religious Freedom Foundation has been the one organization solely focused on standing in the way of Christian nationalism's pernicious and widespread attempts to infiltrate our military and indoctrinate our troops. And unlike someone I could mention, MRFF will soon be receiving its 8th real nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize. Over the years, almost 100,000 clients in the U.S. military have turned to MRFF to protect them from unwelcome proselytizing and discrimination. MRFF protects their identities so they can't be retaliated against and never charges them, so the expense of litigation won't deter them from doing what is right for them and America. And this is also why they need your support. MRFF has had many victories on service members' behalf. MRFF stopped the disgraceful practice of the U.S. military inscribing Bible verses on military-issued rifle scopes, commonly referred to as Jesus rifles. MRFF stopped Jesus Loves Nukes, which was an ethics training program for Air Force missile officers that used Christian theology to justify the use of nuclear weapons. Yes, I'm serious. And if you think MRFF isn't effective, GOP members of Congress aligned with MAGA wrote legislation interfering with the right of service members to seek MRFF's assistance. MRFF put a stop to that too. They also stopped a commander from canceling the annual Halloween party on his base and replacing it with a New Testament holiday costume party. Oh, what crazy fun. But MRFF is up against ravenously ambitious adversaries, and these adversaries are also extremely well-funded. So if you find yourself thinking you can't help to keep America from sliding into a mean-spirited theocracy, you're wrong. There is something you can do, and you can do it right now. Donate to the Military Religious Freedom Foundation and do your part to protect our country from succumbing to the unconstitutional whims of religious zealots, because if you choose to do nothing, you're basically collaborating.